Over a year ago, I had nearly $500,000 to my name in cryptocurrency assets, specifically on the Cardano blockchain. Nowadays, it is worth less than 100,000, and I'm working my way back up to become a Cardano millionaire. In today's video, we're going to be going over exactly how I'm doing that, what my portfolio is looking like, and a weekly update on all that. First things first, though, I am staking my ADA with the Jack stake will turn passive ADA on my ADA, so I can earn throughout the bear market and get around 3 to 4% yield on my ADA without locking it up or anything like that. But more importantly, my portfolio in the past week since our last update is up quite a bit in USD valuation. We've had a $9,300 increase, or 15%. Percentages is probably more important here. And there's a few things that I've been thinking about in terms of overall portfolio management and investing strategies, which I think are important in today's video. Although not directly relevant to Cardano specifically, I think overall it is a part of the update for these millionaire portfolios and my thought process going into becoming a Cardano millionaire. So we're going to talk about it. And yes, we will go over my holdings and anything I changed in just a second here. But what I'm talking about specifically is two things. One, yesterday I made a video on selling everything for Cardano and how I did this about 1.5 years ago when my portfolio hit a peak, and how I sold even my stocks and everything and I went all in crypto. Nowadays, I'm buying some stocks back, and I talked about this in that video if you want to check it out. And it is going to be a part of my overall investing portfolio. So I thought I'd mention it in this video, although it is about less than 1% right now of my total net worth in terms of investments. So just take it with a grain of salt, but throwing that out there that I am getting back into some safe, more traditional investments as well, just to kind of diversify a bit. But by diversify, I mean less than 1% of my total assets. So it's not that big of a deal, but it is something I thought I'd mention. Another thing that's very important to me is the next 100x in crypto. Now, we're all trying to become a Cardano millionaire or become a millionaire through investing, but the most important investment you can make, as cheesy as it sounds, is going to be yourself. This article is the first one I've written on my newsletter. I'm going to be doing a weekly newsletter for all things, growth in Web3, in crypto, and also Cardano. So if you want to check it out, if you want to learn, if you want to join me on my journey to not only becoming a Cardano millionaire, but a millionaire in creating something for yourself outside of just Cardano, then definitely check that newsletter out. It'll be the first link down in the description, and I'd really be happy if you sign up. But more importantly now, what you probably came here to see is my holdings. If you haven't seen it last week, not much has changed. Really, nothing has changed. I still need to get on selling some NFTs for liquid, but it is hard to part with NFTs, especially at these low prices that some of my favorite collections are at right now. Even if I am in profit in terms of ADA, and actually a lot of cases I'd be claiming a capital loss because the ADA prices went down since I bought them, I don't feel comfortable selling some of them at these prices, as I do think they're worth quite a bit more. Yes, me, imagining that my shiny JPEGs are actually worth something. Imagine that. But if we go here, you will see that still most of my portfolio, over 50% of my portfolio, is still in NFTs. We do now have 56,000 ADA, 92,000 ADA in NFTs, and 25,000 ADA in tokens. Of our goals that we have set, this is looking pretty good, and we are going to have to bounce a little bit, but in terms of how we want to get to be a Cardano millionaire, we are on track. Specifically, what I'm talking about is this little goal of my portfolio I set here. My totals right now are around 180,000 ADA, 170,000 ADA, but we want to get to is around 350,000 ADA worth of assets to be a Cardano millionaire at the price of ADA being $3. So ADA, 150,000. We're going to have to triple our ADA pretty much right now. We're going to have to 5x our other tokens and keep our NFTs at about where they're at right now. So this is going to be a long venture. I do plan on stacking ADA through my stake pool from staking, and also FTs from being part of other projects. I am part of EM Universe, just throwing that out there. And I am also going to be earning rewards on a lot of my NFTs by staking them and earning their native tokens. Will any of the native tokens that I stake be worth something? That's a good question. The utility behind them is iffy in many cases of NFT staking, but I do believe the projects I have held right now are going to do well in the long term and will benefit me a profit. Otherwise, why would I be holding them? Going over to some analytics of my portfolio, important to note is that my NFT shares are heavily weighted in a few collections. You can see here we have Dead Pixels at 24%, and Makasi, if we combine 12 plus 7, at 19% of my totals. And there's also ITO2s. So many collections, or 2-3 collections, do take up most of my portfolio. I do want to make a note of that. I am not that diversified, but when we scroll down here, you can see that my NFT portfolio scoreboard is pretty good. We have a low volatility here somehow. I don't know why. We have an ease of liquidation. 84% of my collections have been invested and have had sales in the past 7 days. So I likely could sell off, especially my main holdings, if I want to get some more ADA and diversify out of NFTs a bit. And also, I have different collections, so I have a very high diversification. I don't know if that's true, but to be honest, I do have quite a bit of different NFTs. I just, however, have a large portion of my ADA amount, and not that I invested, but a large portion of my ADA worth is in a few NFT collections. So what is the plan next? What changed from last week to this week? And where are we gonna go next? Well, to be honest, I am not sure. Also, I'm not sure if we're in a big bear market right now, or we're in a bull market trap, or we're going back into the bull cycle, because everyone all over Twitter is confused at what's going on. Crypto prices are going crazy. And even though we're up in USD quite a bit for the past week, this can go back down just as easily, so keep that in note. However, the plan remains the same. Stack more ADA and sell NFTs, especially as they appreciate in value. So if any of my main NFT collections I have a lot of go up in price significantly, that will be my cue to sell a few of them off. I've already done that with Makasi's before. I love them, but I did have 40 before. I sold 5 at 754, and then I took those profits and kept them in my ADA and added to my ADA stack. So things like that do help over long term. Tokens, I probably won't be touching these tokens or selling them, just because I don't have that much of them. Most of my holdings are in Yummy token and Hosky token at the moment. Also have some in Ding, but those tokens, I want to add to that. I want to get different tokens and diversify in those sections. However, it's hard to touch the ADA. So likely what I will be doing is cycling NFT to tokens, and then possibly tokens to ADA. As the ecosystem is really small in Cardano right now, it's hard for me to sell tokens. Most of the market caps are so low of these tokens that I see a lot of potential. They could go up pretty easily, with just a few million ADA in liquidity, which is asking for a lot kind of right now in Cardano. They could 10x 20x, and it's not out of the question at all. So low market caps on these tokens. A lot of them are still building and doing things for NFT projects, and a lot of other tokens like Hosky, which have no utility or no value at all really, are even skyrocketing. And we've seen where Dogecoins went, so just gonna hold on to that one because you never know where it may go. Anyways, that's really the only things I have for today's update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There will be another Millionaire portfolio update next week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and check out the playlist link down in the description if you want to check out the other weeks that I've done. Anyways, see you guys later. It's been your friend Jack. Peace.